Hey everybody. I'm laughing because I just recorded the whole this whole tutorial for you, this whole Revit tip, and then when I reached over to stop the recording, I noticed that it wasn't on. So I was basically not talking to you. I was talking to myself for 15 minutes. Well, the third time is a charmer, except this is only the second time. So whatever. Okay, so join me in this Revit tip. It should be just amazing and riveting now that I already have done it. Anyway, so here we go. In this Revit tip, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to put a label that comes through and shows through with your families. And the best example I can think of is if you have a refrigerator, you want it to say REF on it, right? Or if you have a dishwasher, you want it to say DW. Or if you have a washer or a dryer, maybe it says a W and a D, or I don't know, water heater, WH. So those labels that pop through that you can actually see in your project, I'm going to show you how to do that, how you can make it. So if you make your own family, you can put your label in it. All right, so let me share my screen and then we'll go from there. All right, so here we are in Revito. And so, hey, I got a question for you guys. If you are like Indian or Chinese or Spanish speaking, do they make Revit with all those, with all the, in your language? I wouldn't even know. That's so cool, because right now you guys have to watch it. It's in English and I'm speaking in English, but that would be really cool to know if they make Revit completely in different languages. Anyway, so whatever. Boom. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to our floor plan. And here's our little architect's office. And let's instead of a conference room, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this table and chairs. I'm going to change this conference room to break room, okay? That's a break room. And so in the break room, you would have things like maybe a sink and a countertop, okay? So let me just go down to families and casework. And here is a countertop with a rectangular sink. Let's just use that, okay? All right, so I'll just put it right there and I'll just stretch it a little bit longer. If you guys ever want me to show you how to make one of those, just ask. This is a countertop that stretches, and you can also move where the sink is just by dragging it. Okay, so we got a countertop. Oftentimes in a break room, you need a refrigerator. And so we can load one. I'm going to say, I already looked down here, and under specialty equipment, I do not have a refrigerator. I got a lot of stuff in there, but no refrigerator. So I'm going to go to Insert, Load a Family, and let's see what we've got. Specialty equipment, good. Domestic, high-end, and a refrigerator. And we got to pick one. Let's just get the biggest one in there. Yeah. Wait for it. And there it is. A fantastic refrigerator. We're just going to stick it over here on the wall. Now we're going to rotate it. Spacebar rotates your stuff when you bring it in, by the way. I'm going to stick it over there. And it's hey, look, it's got a label on it. It says refrigerator. I'm going to mirror this thing because I don't like it opening against the wall. There we go. So look at that. So in this family that we just loaded, if I highlight it, excuse me, and I go into the edit types, it says right here, the label is refrigerator. And I can change that to REF for refrigerator, short for refrigerator, okay? See, how do they do that? How do you make a label that works in your project? And I'm gonna show you how right now, okay? Let's suppose we have a dishwasher and we look all over the internet and we can't find the one we want, and we just need a generic dishwasher, and all the ones that we've looked at are just bogus. They're overcomplicated. Well, let's just make one then. So here's how you make one from scratch. You say File, hover over the New and click New Family. That works. Now you can come down here to Specialty Equipment. There it is, Specialty Equipment, and hit Open. And it opens the template for Specialty Equipment, which is top-down view of an X. This is the insertion point, okay? So let's just work right here. I'm going to make an extrusion. I'm going to use a line and say, okay, this dishwasher is going to be 2'6" wide, and it's going to be like 2 feet out toward us and crooked. That's bogus, Mike. You don't want that. So you want it straight. And let's finish this. There we go. Okay, so that's our dishwasher. And over here, it's going from the ground up to 2'10" because that'll fit underneath the counter. Okay, so there is a box basically. But if you want to make a little bit more, see, I can show you in 3D. Whoa, look at that dishwasher. Man, that is like the best dishwasher I ever saw. I'm going to go back to the ref level. I'm going to show you. Look at this. Create another extrusion, okay? And we're going to come across here, and then we're going to come down 2 inches for the little door that's on it. I mean, this is how easy it is, guys. And maybe even just pull this away a little bit, 1/4 inch, and done. And if we go to the front view of this thing, okay, I can pick that door and I can lift that up and set it to be maybe a 4-inch toe, okay? So when we go back to 3D, look at this. Hey, it's looking more like a dishwasher every second. Anyway, we could put a handle on here. We could put knobs and dials and whatever. But let's just stop right there, okay? You can go on and on with this, but I'm not going to. From the top view, we have this dishwasher. And if I save it, I'm going to save it. I'm going to call it dishwasher. Dishwasher, okay? Save it. And I'm going to load it into my project. And it's going to pop in right here. And I'm going to actually have to place it right here. There's my dishwasher, okay? I can place it right there on the floor. And if I take it, and if I tuck it up underneath the counter, you can't see it. So if I push it all the way up under the counter, you can barely even tell it's there. So I'm going to show you guys a trick to this. Whenever you have something that's under counter, pull it out from under the counter and just stick it on the floor for a second, okay? Now, here's the tool I want you guys to use. Go up to Modify and click on this little guy, Line Work, or type LW from the keyboard, Line Work. And what we want is you change the line style to hidden lines, okay? Hidden lines. And I'm going to click on this back line and the right and the left. And take a look at what it did. It turned those into hidden lines. And so now when I go to push this dishwasher up under, look what it's doing. When I tuck it up underneath the counter, you can still see where it is. Isn't that, boom, blow your mind, right? Okay, so that's the way you make a dishwasher, and it's ready to go. If we look at our elevation here, here's the dishwasher. Look at that cute little dishwasher sitting on the sink. I probably need some cabinets under here, but that's for another video. Okay, back to the plan. We want this to say DW on it, okay? So I'm gonna pick the dishwasher and hit Edit Family. And then we're gonna go to the top-down view, ref level, and we're gonna get a piece of text, and this is what a lot of people do. They go to Annotate, and they click Text, and they click right here, and they write DW, dishwasher, okay? And it looks good, and you can move it around a little bit. There it is. And when I load into the project, I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Save it. When it loads, and I overwrite, there's no DW. It's not there because text will not show through. It will go invisible when it comes into your family. What? Well, the reason they do that in Revit is so that you can, I'm just going back to Edit Family. It's sitting right there as a DW. The reason that they do this so that you can put dimensions all over this, you could put notes all over it to yourself, but all those dimensions and notes are just to self. Those are for you. They don't port through, okay? So you can't use that. So I'm going to highlight and hit delete. We can't use text in here to port through. We have to go make a, wait for it, a symbol and place it there. So here we go. I'm going to say create, okay? Not create. I'm going to hit file, hover over the new. See, we're making a new family. I can either hit annotation symbol at the bottom or click family and then go to annotations. It would have brought me there if I hit the other one. And I'm going to scroll down. Look, generic annotation, open. This is what we want. It opens up with a little note that says, hey, when you're done, don't forget to delete this. So I just deleted it at the beginning so I don't forget. Okay, here we go. We are making a symbol and we're going to put it into the dishwasher family. So what I'm going to do is go to create, click on text, and place it right here and write DW, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and move it so that it's fairly near the center. Who cares? This is text, static text, okay? I'm going to save it. I'm just going to give it a name called DW, for lack of a better word. I'm going to hit save, and then I'm going to load DW into the dishwasher, okay? And when it loads in, I can place it wherever I want. I'm just going to place it at the about dead center right there. Now, what I've done is it looks really tiny, but remember, symbols and text flex always to be correctly sized when in your project. So it doesn't matter what it looks like right here. So I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to load dishwasher into my project. Load and into the project. And this time, wait for it. Bam! DW shows up, okay? That's because it's a symbol. Now, on the refrigerator, when you clicked it, you could edit that, those words, refrigerator, to make it REF. But we can't do that on ours yet because it's static. I used text. If we had used a label, we could do that. And so I'm going to show you that right now. So I'm going to click on this little family. I'm going to say edit family. And then I'm going to go to the ref level. And there it is, DW. But that is not text. It's a family. This is a symbol here. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go deeper now. I'm going to hit edit family. Okay? So now I'm back in here, and I'm looking at the little piece of text in the family that we call DW. I'm going to delete it. Okay? Delete word, DW. Okay. So when I hit create now, instead of putting a piece of static text, I'm going to put a label in. And if I click right there, it's going to say, what label would you like to place? And you'll notice we don't have any. So I'm going to have to create a new parameter. Easy peasy. I just click the little add a parameter button. There's a couple things I want to check here. I want to give it a name, and this is going to be a label for dishwasher, for lack of a better name. I'm going to make it an instance parameter, and I'm also going to make it a text. It's not length, it's a text. So these are the three things. You got to give it a name, tell it to be instance, and tell it to be text. When you say OK, now it's ready, and you can hit the little add parameter to the label. And if you want to, you can change the sample text to be DW if you want. So you can see what it looks like. There it is. Okay, there it is. Bam. Done, ready to go, okay? So now I'm gonna load that, okay? Load that into my project and close it. I'm gonna put it in the dishwasher, yeah? Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and save DW. Yeah, so now DW is a label and it is in here, okay? And wait, there it is. It comes in as a question mark because it hasn't got information in it yet. You haven't, it's ready for information, but it doesn't have any. So I can click on it, okay? And when I click, I can type in whatever I want. I could add the letters right here, DW, if I want. Or when I highlight it, I can come over to the properties. And it says right there, label, I'm gonna make this a little bit wider so you can see it, label for dishwasher. I can write dishwasher, Okay, I can put whatever I want right there, and it ports right to here. Okay, and so that I can set that, and it will be static from this point forward. It's stuck. I got it. Open the family, type what I want. Like I'm going to fix it back to DW. Watch this. DW. I set it to DW. And then when I hit save, I load it. Watch this. Yes, save. And I'm going to load this into my project. Okay. Load it into my project. And I can't change it from here yet. See, it's DW. In fact, see, there's nowhere for me to change it. If I go back to edit family, and I can go click on it and call it what I want. Watch. Dish. 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 How do you spell dish? Dishwasher. Okay. I type what I want here. I save. I load it into the project, override, load it into the project. But you see how it's static? I have to open the family to edit it. It's going to say dishwasher. Ding, see? But there's no way to change it here unless you take one more step. Okay? So here we go. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to edit the family. Now, here's how you take a parameter and push it through so that it can be used at the next level. It can be used in the project. For the dishwasher, the next level is the actual project. So what I need to do is have a parameter to push through, okay? This dishwasher family has to have a parameter that can take the label and push it forward, okay? So I'm going to go up here to this little button, family types, and I'm going to make a new parameter for this project. I'm going to make a new parameter right there. And I'm going to make it the same one as well. This is label for dishwasher, okay? Instance and text. So I've just set this thing up. I can say, okay, so now I have a parameter that is waiting in my dishwasher family, and DW has the same parameter. I need to connect them. And here's how you connect them. Watch this. You pick the family, which is the label, and over here, you'll see that I have changed the word dishwasher. You see it in the properties that I can type what I want. But instead of typing what I want to connect them. And to connect them, you go past the label to the little tiny button on the far right. You keep moving your cursor. See, watch my cursor. Move the cursor all the way to the end. There's a little button over there. And that's for connecting one parameter to the next. And if I click that little button, it's basically asking me, which parameter would you like to associate with? Which one would you like to connect with? And I'm going to pick label for dishwasher. So this connects DW label for dishwasher to dishwasher label for dishwasher. I say, okay. So now they just connected. And now I'm going to say save. It's a question mark because I'm going to answer the question back in the project. Okay, load into project and overwrite. And now it's not static text being pushed through, it's live. So when I pick this dishwasher, I get right over there, dishwasher. It says label for dishwasher, and I can type what I want. Look, type what I want. Okay, I can type what I want. Or give it a real name, DW, dishwasher. All right. Don't you love it when a plan comes together? I hope that helps you guys. I really do. Because putting labels on things, like I said, a washer, a dryer, a hot water heater, a new dishwasher, so all these things, they can have labels built into them. And now you know how to do it. What I'm going to do is stop sharing my screen and come back to here. And I'm going to wish you a fantastic day and happy Reviting. Get out there and do something fantastic. And while you're at it, make a label on the next piece of specialty equipment you make. All right. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.